Hi everyone, this is Secret Shelf Toys, and this is episode 1 of Toy Vet. This is a uh, show where I look at toys that I normally would be checking out by myself and just go through them with you and say my thoughts about them. It's toys I see on primarily on email newsletters, and I uh, normally would just be looking through the newsletter and clicking through to anything I find interesting, but instead I just saved those links of anything that looked interesting that normally I would take a closer look at. I'm going to take that closer look live with you. Not that this is live, but it's recorded live. So you're getting not my first impression because I've seen this stuff before, but my first closer look at that stuff. Um, and I hope for it to be a weekly show looking at about 10 things, but we'll see how that goes. This is episode 1, so let's get into it. Let's look at some toys, and hopefully it's a good show. First up, Tianbao's Love Eat series on Kika Goods. So I'm not into Tianbao. I don't even know what that is, honestly. Um, the reason I put this on my list to look at is because I like phone stands, blind box phone stands. So I wanted to see what this was, and acrylic toy things too. So this is actually not a stand. It's like a poppet thing, which acts as a stand, but it's a poppet. So I have no interest in that. I just wanted to check out exactly what it was. Next, Lost in Life, Life is Elsewhere Blues from Sank Toys. I really like Sank Toys, what I call their realistic pieces like this, with the normal looking human version of their scuba diver boy character. I don't currently collect any Sank Toys because you guys will learn a lot if you listen to the show about my thoughts on toys and content and what is shown in them and my religious beliefs and how that guides what toys I collect. Sank Toys did a collab a while ago where they had a semi-nude female form in one of their pieces, and that one of their realistic pieces like this, and that really turned me off on them. So I'm not collecting them at the moment, but I would really like to. I think I might do this thing where I like give them 5 years, and if they don't make anything else like that, I would start collecting them. Um, but I still take a look at their stuff because I find it's really amazing. And I would definitely collect it otherwise. So let's just see. You got the boy with the giant fish. And the photography, they actually have the ocean splashing on it. That's pretty cool. I actually saw a thing before that suggested maybe instead of Jonah being swallowed by like a whale or a large fish type creature, maybe he was swallowed by a fish like this. There are fish this size. They're almost like the size of a person. You can almost fit right in it. That's interesting. Anyway, this is the same thing, but it's the Pureness colorway. Very cool. I'm not sure which one I would go for if I was going to collect these. Is it just me, or does the boy's head look... Oh no, I was thinking it looked caved in, but I don't think it does. Anyway, this is from Sank's like chibi stuff, which I typically not my favorite always, but they have some really cool ones. This is a really cool one. Goodnight series, Shadow Guardian, Blazing Armor. Very cool. I do like it. But as I stated, I have a ban on Sank at the moment. Maybe one day I'll be back to this kind of stuff though. Very cool though. And this is Luminous Armor version of the same thing. I didn't realize there's little wings. Very cool. Next. Sank Halloween Maze. I don't know why I wanted to look at this one. I'm not really into it at all, honestly. I wonder if that's supposed to be a Shining reference there. Yeah, I'm not into that one really. And here's the Halloween theater version, which has a little Saw guy on it. Yeah, I'm not into it though. What is on their head? Flame or just a shape? Yeah, I'm not into it. Here's another of their chibi ones. This was soft drink orange. I just like the reference to sodas or soft drinks. I do think that one's cool. This hat is a cap and it looks soda's bubbling out of him, I guess. Pretty cool. Here's a Gem Pod Zebra by Fawnwood. Honestly, not really into it too much, but I do think this one looks cool. There's a bunch of these Gem Pods, and I do think this one looks cool, but I don't know that I'd ever get one. I think it looks cool. Here is Beast Bat Clear Pink by Art Junkie. It's 4 inches tall. There's 100 of them. I do think it's pretty cool. Bust out my ruler. One thing I do a lot is bust out my ruler and look at what 4 inches actually looks like and what that looks like compared to some of my other figures and how it would look next to them. Definitely a bit small, but it would kind of work with some of my stuff, but next to some of my other stuff. But I'm not super into it, so I'm gonna pass. But I do kind of like it. And Box Rabbit Rainbow by Rado Kim. Not into this at all, really. I just wanted to look at what's inside it and what's up with that. Let's take a closer look. See. There we go. I guess it just has small. I don't think these pieces on the outside you can put them in or anything. It just has small pieces inside it. Yeah. I just wanted to take a closer look at that. And I guess this is what I should have been doing this whole time, scrolling through the larger pictures. Could I have been doing that with everyone? Let me see. Yes, okay. So that's how we'll do it in the future when we're on Strange Cat. Alright, and last I'm going to look at Mechnoise Toys Instagram. Mechnoise Toys is one of my favorite toy makers. My favorite piece in my collection is a Dark Frankie by them. And so I like to check on them. I want to end every show checking in on them because I'd love to hit one of their lotteries again in the near future, possibly. I'll go into some more of that in the future, but so twofold. I don't like their licensed stuff or not licensed, but sometimes they do colorways that just match popular things, and they do have an Evangelion license. I don't like Evangelion, and I don't like licensed toys in general, so that's a double no for me on most of, and that's what they've been focusing on lately, but they have been doing some of their other stuff. But let's see what they have as far as other stuff. This is all Evangelion stuff. These are all really cool, but they're not really available. They're at Amazing Toy Show, which is probably in Hong Kong. Yeah, it is. I like that guy right there. Although I think he was for sale. from lottery. Let's see. Yeah, he was that amazing torch. Oh, he's a one-off. He's cool though. Yeah, Gillian. Let's see. Greetings from Aaron of MechNoise Toys. Let me see if I can hear him. Okay. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. He was talking in Chinese with no translation. So here is, well, let's look at the English one. This is their Black Ace figure. I know there's an English entry for this because I've seen this before. My goal is to come into this blind each week with you guys and look at their stuff, but I have looked at this before this time around, but I'm going to try not to look at this except on this show in the future so I have a more straight up reaction. Okay, here's the English version. This is their Black Ace Mark II. Collab with BJJ. Not sure who that is. Oh, Korean artist. Jae Jung Baek. $240, which is their cheaper price point. 32 centimeters. Pretty big, I'm sure. Most of their stuff is pretty big. That is almost 13 inches. Really cool. Really tall. That's about the size of Dark Frankie. Extra skull head, transparent control cavern cover, removable helmet. There's 20 of these. I would have considered getting on this lottery. I did miss it. It was quick, December 6th through 9th. So checking this weekly, I might have even missed this. I'm not like super in love with it. I do like it. I would maybe have considered it, but I'm not sure I would have pulled the trigger. I love the painting it has on the back. That is really cool because it's just like a painting on there. Not super into the skull it has underneath its helmet. I think that's the alternate head. Do we see the pilot? I don't know if it shows in these pictures, but this is a little pilot guy right here, which is pretty cool. All right. What's this? There he is right there. That gives you an idea of the size. Not sure what this other stuff is. Oh, there you can see how big he is in that guy's hand. Crazy. There's the pilot. Guess that's some work, maybe other work by that artist. And they had this police guy too. 216. Slightly shorter, but still really big, as you can tell. I do like this. I like this figure, and I would consider getting a figure in this series. I don't know if I like this colorway. I wonder if it was a reference to Blade Runner, which I don't like their work that's references to things, but it might not have been. I'd have to think about that. Here he is, some pictures of him. There's 28 of these. This was a while ago. Yeah, mid-November. And I don't like the police theme, really, but I've seen some other one of these I would consider. Alright, I think I might stop there. There's a lot of Evangelion stuff from getting further back. There he is again. Here's another example of their stuff that's not licensed but references like Spider-Man. I'm really not into that in general. With some exceptions I'll talk about if they ever come up. Alright, that's it for this episode. I hope you liked it. I hope you understand the concept of the show and how it's going to work going forward. And I hope you find something you like. I'll put the links in the description. Thank you. Bye.